Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and I want to welcome you to a new mod pack called Create Above and Beyond. Just real quick, right off the top, if you guys have watched several of my videos already and you haven't subscribed, I would recommend checking out that subscribe button. It's absolutely free to subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. You might actually be surprised to find out you haven't actually subscribed, which is kind of crazy because it's free. And we're so close to 500,000 subscribers. Also, while you're clicking that subscribe button, might as well check out my Discord. We do have an amazing Discord community, and I would love for you to join. It's more than just a Minecraft community. There's a lot of fun stuff to do over there. And if you're interested in becoming a premium member, of course, you can find that there, which gives you access to all of our subservers. We have so much cool things. So many cool things, I should say. Anyways, let's get on with today's video. Yeah, we got create stuff to do, and lots of it. So you guys have requested it, and this is Create Above and Beyond. And today we're diving into this mod pack. And really, this mod pack is going to be very challenging. I'm just going to put that out there right away. Do not expect any hand-holding in this mod pack. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. But I took a look at a lot of different mod packs, and I have to say, out of all of them, this one seemed really promising. And with this being a create focused pack, I think this is going to be one of the best ways for me to learn how to use create. I think this is the best way. This pack is literally going to force me to learn this mod, and I have no problem with that. A lot of people may not enjoy this pack. It's definitely not for everyone, as there are a lot of recipe changes and just, you know, things like that are going to be in this pack. But getting started in this, wow, we're getting flowers right away. Getting started in this, we're going to need quite a few things right off the bat. And wow, what a biome over there. This has biomes of plenty, by the way. I'm also using the BSL shaders if you're interested in all that information. Let's hop down here. Let's see what we can see underwater. Not too much. There's clay and all kinds of stuff all around. I really like this spot where we spawned. This is actually pretty nice. If I open up the map by hitting M, you can see I already put a waypoint down, but there are some buildings actually nearby. There's a building here that I would love to go to. This is really nice that we have one of those. That is a broken nether portal. There's a structure over here, and I believe there's an ocean here, which is really awesome because with this having create in it, we are going to need ourselves kelp and many other different things. However, kelp is not how you actually make conveyor belts, at least not early on. So lots and lots of recipe changes. So don't expect create to be the recipes that you think it is. We're going to get into that soon. So let's get started. And first things first, why don't we start adventuring? Let's see. The problem with this map is this doesn't point you in the direction that you're actually facing. The only way to do that is by opening up a mini map, and you can do that by going into your actual map, going here, and then underneath the mini map, you can enable the mini map right there, and now we have a better idea of where we're going. However, I do not like to have the mini map open all the time, so I will be turning that off from time to time. I think there may even be hotkeys. That's a thing, if that's a thing. So it looks like we have a fire going on, but I do need to collect magma blocks. Hopefully we can get something. Oh yes, we can get a pick. This has mending on it. And we get a rubber ducky, which is awesome. The fact that we just got a pick there, oh man, that's some pro level stuff. So, and it has mending. Even I know it's a gold pickaxe, so we got to be careful, but I want to collect as many of these as I can right now. We can always come back. These are going to help power potential machines later on. Before we run out of daylight, you know what? I don't know if I want to punch the sheeps or not. I think I want to leave them because if we use this area, I'm definitely going to want to farm sheeps. But there is a building here. Okay, not a building that I want to play with. That is a witch's hut. Randomly out here. I have no idea why, but there is another building elsewhere. With the sun setting, I am getting kind of worried because on day one, I don't want to end up food. Like, I don't want to die on day one. Let's go ahead and snack up. But right here, yes, this is super nice. So we have ourselves a little bed. so we can actually make it through the night. A little campfire with a cook stove. This thing followed me? Oh no. Oh, and there's bone right here? Why did you follow me? Oh, this is not going to be fun. I have no good way of defeating this, and I'm going to get poisoned. Quit drinking. Quit. Oh my gosh. As soon as I drink. Oh, we got her. That was not what I was expecting for my first night. And we can sleep. I'm going to take this bed, however, and we're going to bring this back to our base. But this is a beautiful biome here. Look at that. Very pretty. Tons of lavender. Also, there's a sack here. Yeah, I'll take all this. Look, all this wool. I'm going to nab as much of this as possible here. Oh yeah, you definitely, if you find one of these buildings, grab this rope. It is going to be a lifesaver later on. I can tell you that having that rope is going to be a lifesaver. I 100% have to grab this bone. Like, this is going to help us out so much early on with getting crops grown. So it is now officially day 3. There is a creeper over there. That's kind of scary. I have myself a little bit of water, and I think getting myself some sort of crop is going to be, you know, very handy, considering the recipe for bread is surprisingly not changed. I'm surprised it didn't require some sort of create madness. So crop there. And if you remember, I did find some bone. So that is going to make travel so much easier. I can just grab some of this bone, and I can always go back and get more bone. But this is going to speed things up so much with the wheat. Oh, I can just go ahead. Oh, wait. There's not a harvest mod in here. Well, that's interesting. Well, that kind of does promote auto harvesting with create. Like, as much as this is a create pack, like, we haven't even really touched anything from create just yet. So while harvesting, what? We got buddy beans. Oh, these are used to make the buddy cards. Oh, that's right. Buddy cards in here. That's a really, really fun mod. It's kind of like collecting Pokemon cards, except for once you complete the full set, like in real life, you can kind of just like bloat about it and like be able to say, or gloat about it and say, hey, I got all the Pokemon cards. Well, in this mod, you can actually like get benefits from it, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I have wheat. So nice. We have 20 bread. That should keep me alive for a little bit. Like, not long at all, honestly, but just enough for me to go adventuring a tad bit more. Like, I have some chests, so I can actually, you know, store some things. But yeah, the 20 bread should be plenty for me to be able to go out. And then I should also probably make myself a sword. Actually, I should probably go down and get some cobblestone and then make some stone tools. You know what's awesome is when you run into andesite right away, you know something's up there, as andesite is like one of the primary things that we are going to need to be mining up. However, there are ways to generate andesite. It's just one of the main things that's used to actually get into the create mod. Well, here we are mining, and I've immediately hit a cave. That's awesome. We are going to be cave dwellers before we know it. And just like that, we've made it into a cave. Wow, this is fantastic. We got copper, coal right away. I mean, I don't have a lot for coal, but I mean, at least we can throw a torch up. Couple torches. Get those down here so when we show up later, we don't immediately die to a creeper. That would be fantastic. Look at that. Tons of iron and stuff to get us going. Oh, we'd love to have a bucket like right away. We're about to go exploring 100%. And I just realized, I was like, wait, that's a sack, right? So if you throw items into a sack and then you pick up the sack, oh my gosh, it's a storage. Yes, like 100%. They want you to go adventuring like right away. So I think all the stuff I need in order to do some adventuring. We can get lucky and get iron really early on. Like, we may need to adventure the first few days in this pack, but like if we get iron, like, do you realize like iron, for example, like let's just look at iron ore. So to be able to yield anything from iron ore, we have to basically mill it first, which we need a mill. So we mill this and get crushed iron. And then crushed iron needs to be either smelted, which yields you 3, which is probably the first thing you have to do. But you only get nuggets. So it's going to take a bit. So you need 3 ore to basically equal one ingot at first. And that's going to be pretty challenging. So finding it out in the wild is going to be our best bet. So I'm thinking about heading out into the ocean, and I think that should be good. We can collect some kelp and a lot of other useful resources and potentially find some shipwrecks that would really benefit us. So right away, I think I want to swim down here and grab some of the kelp. Not only is this a great thing for the create mod, but it's early food. Like, you can literally use this as an early food source. Like, it's totally worth it, especially if you have a boat. Just let it all collect to the top, and then we just ride our boat over it, and we collect it all. It's super simple to farm this stuff. See, I knew this would pay off. Look at this. This is some sort of monument of sorts that's utilizing create blocks. That definitely sounds like a good thing, having these blocks here. This is Tiger Construct Mud. All right, there's got this. The way this overhangs is so cool. Ooh, and there's a hut over there. Oh yeah, mobs aplenty right there. I don't want to mess with that. Look at all the diorite under here. This is a massive amount of diorite. That seems oddly placed. But I gotta get to this house. Look at this thing. Ooh, there's a chest. Squid beak. Ooh, that's not too bad at all. We got a couple of game packs that I was talking about. These are the buddy card packs. Ooh, a golden carrot. That's some food. A rail cart. I'll take that. There's a rail cart hooked to a button that leads down underground. Why does this look like a trap? Where does that take you? There's a lever there? Dude, should I just YOLO it and just ride it all the way down? I mean, I just walked it. It doesn't really seem like too much that I just walked it all. This is all gravel. Cobblestone. These give you... Wow. There's a lot of good stuff in that. I'm so scared of like traps, you know, coming after playing all these adventure packs and things. I'm so yes. Yes. I'm so scared there's going to be like a lot of things like that are trap related. Okay, there's a lot of that's a good early start. I mean, I can always grow more kelp, so I'm not really worried about it. Where did the other place lead to? What did it lead to? That's a picture frame. There looks like there's stairs under this. Anyways, let's go down here. This would have been the way you would have went had you have not walked. So I'm kind of iffy on this one. With the blocks, this is super cool looking. These have so much stuff in them, you gotta break these. They look like they're just decoration, but no, they're actual, that's money. This right, the silver coin is what you actually use, by the way. What? Okay. I think I see what is going on here. Does that break it? That is not normal stone. I've seen this before. Huh! I think I made it. This. Oh, that's dangerous. Is this rail sitting on it? It's just cobblestone. Is this rail sitting on some? It's just cobblestone. Oh, thank God. That stone, by the way, is scary. This is actually nice. Look at this. Wow, we have so much stuff. Let me throw down a sack and we can like throw a lot of the stuff into our sack. There we go. A lot of non-stackables we can throw in there. Oh my gosh. That's so much good stuff. We even got a gas tier, flax seeds, diamond, another heart of the sea. Do I need a dead bush? I mean, we have silk touch shovel that's on us. Surely we won't need that for a while. I will throw this away literally for that. I don't need that much kelp. This place is awesome. I need to find more of these. Man, because I found some flax seeds, I can actually make more of these sacks if need be. Because we have that bone meal, right? It makes it so much easier. We have so much bone meal. All I have to do is basically just wrap this up with some string, and you can make string with the flax seeds. So really, we could have plenty of storage for our adventures, which I think is 100% worth it. Look at this. This is awesome. Don't worry, I tested. You were probably going to ask, can you put a sack inside of a sack? Unfortunately, no. Ooh, there's one of these underwater doohickey things I should probably check out down here. Let's see. What do we got? What's inside? A little bit of gold. And you know what? I will take the gold. So I'm basically traveling out pretty far because, as you've seen earlier, the resources that I can get from going out are really good. So we might spend most of this episode literally just farming items because it's going to get incredibly difficult later on to grind out these items if I'm just having to mine all the time. And this is way more fun anyways. Up ahead is a part of that structure that we looked at. There's a giant meteor here. I'm not quite sure what the meteor's all about. Unless, you know what? Unless Applied Energistics is in this? I think Applied Energistics is yeah, this is an Applied Energistics meteor. Look at all the ore that it exposed though. Like, we can't really do anything with this because you need diamond in order to get access to it. But I'm going to grab this and I am going to head up here and see what this structured area is all about. It's got a lot of cool building blocks. So looking through here, there's a bunch of flowers that provide a bunch of different dyes. But here we go. So there are pots scattered throughout this. And those pots have loot in it, so I'm going to try and grab as many of those pots as I possibly can throughout this area. Doesn't really look like much else, however. I tell you, this seed has to be one of the best. Because not only do we have a oak forest, we have a spruce forest here, and then we have a dark oak forest. And then there's also a nice, not a jungle, but a swampland over here. And we have a badlands biome over here and here with this like weird desert. So, I mean, literally, I think this is like one of the best seeds. Wow. All I got to do, though, however, is there's a jungle. There's a jungle. Okay. Yeah, like I said, really good seed. Even if this is a small jungle, it literally has everything I could want. It has cocoa beans, jungle logs, and it has some bamboo, which gets me started with some bamboo. Oh, wow. That's more than I could have hoped for, honestly. Like, wow, even if this is tiny, this is like the smallest bamboo forest I've ever seen. Okay, good. There's more of it. Wow. I believe this is a village. This is a swamp village, however. Ooh, this is cool. It is also becoming nighttime, but this is a swamp village. Yeah. Actual villagers. So I hope villagers work the same way, because it'd be really nice to, yeah, have some sort of interactivity with villagers and trading. And oh wow, slime ball right off the bat. Tons and tons of materials in here. Okay, let's see, let's get a sack that we haven't already filled up, and I'm just gonna start tossing a bunch of random junk in there. Oh boy, you gotta love these sacks. I actually need more of these bad boys, because yeah, I want to take these are these are grading sleeves. It's just like Pokemon cards. Oh, you gotta love that. And yeah, it's definitely time to take a nap. So, of course, after collecting all of that awesome resources, I did want to pop down here and mine just a little bit as well. And I'm noticing these actually drop into the clusters, which is pretty nice early on, which means you can actually smelt it. So I don't really need iron right now, as I do have a little bit of back supply. But making a bucket and stuff, like if you didn't want to explore, you could kind of just go down here, mine, and just mine a bit more than you normally would. And you would still be able to successfully get things like a bucket and a few other things. One of the big things I need to start mining up right away is as much andesite as possible. Later on, there's going to be a way to automate it, but for right now, we're stuck with definitely mining it up right here. You could make it, but this is going to be your best bet. So I'm grabbing as much as possible, at least for early game. So I am back from mining, and I think building a little house is going to be nice, but it did get a little yeah, got a little visitor here, but honestly, nothing here worth it. I would say slime balls would be worth it, and maybe some sugarcane if I didn't have it, but we have tons of it. I have plenty of slime balls. No need to even worry about gathering any more from this guy, because we could easily just use super glue, and we don't need it. I already have 4. I'm going to save my emeralds or something else. So I was planning on building my little hut, my little house, starter house, right in here. I think this is going to be a great little starter house, so I'm not out in the open. I'll just build it right here. It's going to be a super simple build. I'm talking like, I mean, I would go the smallest that I normally, like, let's go as small as possible, because we're not going to be doing any of our building inside our house, right? This is just a place where we can come and we can sleep. So as far as that goes, I think just building a little 3x3 interior space is perfect, and I'm really good at maximizing space. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to build this, I believe, 4 tall, and I actually have a little bit of a design that I think I want to go with. I don't even know if I'm going to use this wood here, because we do have the chisels mod, now that I think about it. And I've seen inside here, I've seen some structures that were utilizing the chisels mod in a really cool way. Let's actually dive in. I think I can make a chisel super simple right away. If it's, yeah, the regular recipe. And chisel is now in this version. It's not the logs that it does it for, but it's for the planks. And so what I can do is I can make this, which is a log cabin style. And these look really cool. So especially for the corners. And then for the sides, they extend like this. So all I have to do is build this structure out of this wood, and it's going to look like a log cabin. It's so cool. Like, what a perfect material. And I'm literally just building this out of oak. This is just being built out of oak. Look how cool that is. And then like these sections, like this section I can use for a window, right? Because this corner is not going to be oak logs anymore. It's literally just going to be built out of oak. Wow. Chisel has really come a long way with its textures. This is one of the coolest textures that I've seen recently. It literally looks like a log cabin, like with minimal effort. Oh, that's so cool. So far, I think the roof is looking fantastic. There's still a little bit more to do. I decided to put some andesite in here as almost like a little nod, because andesite is a big part of this. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of a trapdoor area up here, but I do need to get more planks chiseled up. There are better chisels, by the way, that we can use later on. Look at that. That fits in there perfect. And then, of course, to cover the door, I like to, let's see, add a little thing like this. I think we can go one higher. My axe is, of course, gone and broken. I have to make another axe. We go one there, and there. That gives us a nice little opening. And, I would say we can put something up there, but nah, I think we'll be fine. This can also be changed to utilize not this texture. I was going to say the oak texture, but I don't know if there's another way. I don't think this is going to just look that great. You know what would probably look good? Let's grab some sticks. And I wonder if andesite cobble works. No, we have to use regular cobble. I did organize my stuff though. So I do have a bunch of cobble here. Let's grab that. This, uh-oh, that guy's telling me, hey, it's nighttime. But I'm thinking what I like to do with this stuff is make it look like a window. So that might actually work there using andesite. And then we'll put glass on there and it gives it that window vibe. Of course, the whole interior's got to be done. And I still have to fill in the rest of this. And that's it. I mean, almost. I got to clean this up a little bit, but that's almost done. You know what, guys? For a day one base, I think I still have it in me. I think my building skills are still there. Somewhat. As you can see, I have made myself a little cottage home area. This right here is our mine. So I now have it covered up so it's not just a hole. I love that I can just use oak planks and it looks good. I don't even have to like try. It's so nice. I have these little crop areas that I set up. Infinite water supply right there. We have our sacks, using them for decoration for now. But of course, that's going to be our adventure sacks. It was the campfire that I found. Of course, this can be used to cook things on. Instead of just putting them on the fire, we can actually cook them on the skillet. And I think it looks nice. Little farm areas, like I said. Looks good. Now on the inside, this is where I said I try to maximize as much space as possible. I still even have this room, or this area right here. I just don't know exactly what to put there just yet. But we have tons of storage in the roof. And then I have storage here, here, and here for now. Storage in the floor, storage here. And of course, there's just storage everywhere. And then of course, somewhere to smelt. And of course, the main thing that's the most important is the crafting table. And of course, our bed in which I just set my spawn location. So, of course, we are at spawn. So actually we spawn in a really nice place. So I'll take it. Of course, we can always take our bed at this point. And if we ever die, we always spawn back at spawn. So, I mean, it's a win-win regardless. Like, we can take our bed, sleep, and then if our spawn point, of course, is obstructed, we still spawn here. So can't really beat building at spawn. So I know what you're thinking. Chosen, you didn't even get started with create yet. Nope. But we did get this awesome thing built, and I'm super excited to be able to start create next episode. We're going to be diving just right into it because there is a lot to do. Thankfully, this episode, we're all prepped up and ready to go, and we should be able to get started with create right away. But guys, with that, I of course want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to be a huge thanks to PLMR Music over on the Discord. Thank you so much for becoming a Discord premium member. Of course, guys, there are many ways to support this channel if you are interested. One of them is Discord premium memberships, but of course, you don't have to be a member or a premium member to join the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free to everyone, and if you're interested in joining, it is discord.gg/ChosenArchitect. You can find that link down in the description below. Also, I do live stream over on Twitch. If you want even more content, you can find it over there. And if you're interested, I do have a second channel where at the moment Ocean Block is being published over there. So if you want to check that out, that is Chosen Live. That is the name of that channel. Of course, all of that is linked down in that beautiful description. I know it's hidden. YouTube likes to hide things from people now, but believe me, it is all linked there. Thank you guys, by the way, for watching. It's been absolutely amazing. If you would, be sure to click that subscribe button. And if you haven't checked, make sure you're actually subscribed. You'd be surprised to find out that you're actually not subscribed. I mean, if you've watched this video all the way through and you haven't subscribed already, I wish you would. I would thank you. I would personally thank you. And we're about to hit 500,000 subscribers as of the time of this video. So I would love to hit that beautiful milestone. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to click that like button and I will see you in the next video. And as always, thanks for watching.